Good morning and welcome to Thursday morning chair yoga. This is my home studio. I'm Kathleen Coombs. And this week we are inspired by the Yani Mudra that reminds us to take greater fluidity in order so that we may find harmony. This mudra has reminded me this week to really speak to the nurturers of the world, who are mostly women, but are also men. And it reminds me of the importance of self-care and encouraging that in all of you. So one of your important first steps is coming here and taking yoga and taking good care of your body and taking time for stillness and for breath. So let's go sit down at the mat. Here's my chair set up. Whatever chair you have is acceptable as long as it's safe and doesn't move. So to take the Yani Mudra, what we do is we interlace our fingers from the top. We create a little steeple with our index fingers, and then we turn our thumbs down. So in the middle of it, you might see a heart. And this does represent the reproductive organs of women aligned with the sacral chakra, which is has the element of water. And so with this mudra, we might be reminded to be like water, to go with the flow, to find fluidity in our thinking and in our relatability or relations to the world that we are in how we move through it and how we engage with day-to-day things that come up. So let's take this mudra briefly. Sit back in your chair, take a nice inhale and exhale. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out of the nose. Draw your elbows close to the ribs as you lift up your heart center and allow your shoulders to float down. Take an inhale. Exhale. As you inhale, expand your belly. And as you exhale, draw the belly close. Continue to inhale and exhale, allowing the free flow of air up and down, stimulating each of your chakras. As you inhale, draw it all the way up to the crown chakra. And as you exhale, allow it to descend all the way down to the bottom of the root chakra. Focus on both the root and the sacral chakras. The root chakra, where we seek our sense of safety and security, where we set our foundation. As nurturers, we are establishing that same security and foundation and safety for those we love. That's my son. In the sacral chakra, we are truly being like water. We are going with the flow. We are finding creative ways to live, creative ways to get the job done. So if you are a parent, a pet owner, a caretaker, a wife, a husband, you may be well aware of many competing demands in your life that sometimes require a little bit of ingenuity to meet them all. Take a nice inhale. On your exhale, drop your hands and let's inhale them out and up. Exhale, sweep your hands out to the sides. Lay down over your thighs, drop your hands, and drop to the top of your head, the crown. Inhale, lift up the shoulders, lift up the heart center, lift up the crown of your head, and then exhale, drop them all. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, and bring hands to the top. Exhale, bringing them down through the center to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, out and up. And exhale, hands out to the side as you lay over your thighs, dropping your hands, dropping your crown. Inhale into a flat spine and exhale down. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Continue to do that while I do a quick camera adjustment. And then let's do one more inhale. Hands out and up. Exhale. Fold over your legs. Drop your hands, drop your crown, and just allow yourself to hang here for just a moment. Stay firmly on top of your thighs. It's early in the day. You don't want to overextend your spine. But allow the gravity and the weight of your cranium to pull tension out of your shoulders and out of your neck. Place your hand on your left foot. Place your right hand on your right hip and just twist to the right. Feeling a stretch above your right iliac crest. Take a beautiful inhale. And exhale, turn forward. Place your right hand on your right foot and do the same on the left side. Twisting to your left. Feeling a little bit of a stretch along the top of your left iliac crest. Take an inhale and exhale, hand down to your left foot, drop your crown again. Roll up just like you would if you were standing, allowing your arms to be heavy, chin to the chest, shoulders roll down. And then on your inhale, bring the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale them back and down as you lift up the crown of your head. Gaze forward, finding a fixed point. Allow your eyes to be about half masked. Let's take this time now to do some gentle shoulder releases before we move into other types of movement in our routine. Tilt your head to the left and draw your right shoulder down. Really focus on creating maximum space between your right ear and the edge of your right shoulder. Breathe evenly and smoothly. Try to keep both of your shoulders drawing down, sitting up nice and tall. Take an inhale. And fully exhale. Inhale, lift up your head and tilt it to the right. Same thing, draw the left shoulder down. Create maximum space between your left ear and your left shoulder. Take another lovely inhale and exhale. Lift up your head. Turn your head to the right on your inhale. Exhale, turn it to the left. Turn your head to the right. And then to the left. Turn to the right. And exhale to the left. Let's make circles with our head, turning our head forward. Take an inhale. And exhale, draw up our chin. Inhale, turning to the right, circling to the back, and exhaling to the left. Continue with this pattern, cadening, or turning your head and turning it around at the same rhythm as you're breathing. I hear my dog barking. He's telling me he wants out. His timing is not very good. When we arrive at the bottom of our next circle, let's pause for a moment, take a breath, fully exhale, and then inhale to the left. Exhaling to the right. Continue with that pattern. And let's do one more inhale to the left. And exhale to the right. For those of you that are at home doing these next circles, if you have sciatica, vertigo, you may find them difficult. I have to let the dog out, I'm sorry. My apologies. He did this last week too. Okay, so you may find neck rolls a little difficult if you have vertigo. So just go slower with them, or if you don't want to do them, you can do things like tilting it back and tilting it forward, or you can just focus like we were on tilting it from one side to the other so that you can release these neck and shoulder muscles. Let's do some shoulder rolls. Inhaling the shoulders up and back down. And just really focus on releasing any tension in your shoulders that you may be experiencing. I have slept funny on my left shoulder, and it hasn't calmed down yet. I tried doing some tiger balm on it yesterday, and that did not resolve it. And the pain is actually on the front of the shoulder along my left collarbone. So my problem is I can never find a pillow I like. And I'm sure that when I did that the other night, whatever I did, it was probably related to my pillow. Okay, so we've released our shoulders. Let's do some nice upper body circles to start to warm up the spine. So treat your body like it's a tomato cage. The top rung is a bigger circle, and then the smaller circle, and then a smaller one, and then a point at the bottom. So imagine that your whole cage, you're moving inside of those circles. So trying to keep your shoulders level instead of them going up and down can help you make these nice, beautiful, safe circles. And just like the neck circles, you can cadence your breathing to it, inhaling to one side, exhaling to the other. Let's reverse our circle. Very lovely. And let's be a goddess for the moment. Sitting on the edge of your chair, I'm going to move my blocks out to help me with this actually so that I have maximum space. Turn your knees out. So we're very wide-legged here, okay? On the floor, we would be doing a bit of a squat in this, but what I want you to focus on in this goddess pose is you can leave your hands on your knees if you want. Draw your shoulders back so that they are over your hips and really focus on drawing your knees out, engaging those muscles that surround your sacrum, and really feel that opening in your hips. Turn your feet out so that your knees are in alignment with your toes. If you want, you can take your hands to goddess pose, or you can take them overhead. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And take one more inhale. Exhale. Release that down. Ha! And then let's, with our knees apart like this, you can start to relax your form a little bit. Let's do those circles again. But now let's just move our body in all kinds of fun and undulating ways. Stretch out the sides, curl the back. Maybe arch it a little bit as you go backwards. And just go on both sides. Nice. And then let's do something else fun. Let's engage our legs again in goddess pose. And let's do twists. So twist to the right. Inhale. Exhale. Twist to the left. Inhale. And exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Inhale, exhale to the right. Inhale and exhale to the left. Take another inhale, exhale to the right. And let's do one final one. Inhale, exhaling to the left. How? So you've already started opening up the insides of your hips. Now we're going to open up the outsides. I'm moving my blocks aside. And we're going to get up out of our chairs and turn to the top of the mat. So the top of the mat in my house is where you see these windows. But for you at home, perhaps your chair was kind of parallel to the long side of your mat or perpendicular to the long side of your mat. You just want to leave space so that you can move on the mat with your feet. As we go through our first sun salutation, inhale our hands out and up. And exhale, hands out to the side, down to the chair, and drop your forehead to the feet. Inhale, lifting up the heart center, lifting up the crown of the head, and then on your exhale, take your right foot back. You can take a low lunge or a high lunge, but whichever you choose, move your hips towards the chair as you lift up your heart center. By doing so, we are opening up our sella, and we are really contributing to strengthening our upper back muscles. Take a nice inhale. And then on your exhale, take your left foot back, stretching out in your first downward facing dog. Reach your hands forward rather than reaching your hips back. Take a nice inhale. On your exhale, take your right foot forward. Again, setting up for that lunge, lifting up your heart center, moving your hips a little bit forward to stretch out your left sella. Take a nice inhale and exhale, taking the left foot forward to join the right, placing the hands on the chair, staying in flat back for a moment on your inhale, and on your exhale, dropping your forehead. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up, and exhale, bringing your hands down to heart center. Take a nice inhale. Exhale the hands down and then inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair, dropping your forehead. Inhale into a flat spine. Exhaling down and take our left foot back. Inhale into that lunge. And exhale, take our right foot back to join our left as we get into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, taking our left foot forward, rising in that lunge, opening up our right hip. And exhale, take our right foot forward to join the left. Inhale into that flat spine. Exhale, forehead to the chair and forward fold. And then inhale, hands up and over, meeting at the top, and exhaling down your midline to your heart center. Take a nice inhale. Exhale the hands down and then inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair, placing your forehead on the seat. Inhale your heart center up into a flat back. Exhale down and take your right foot back. Inhale up into Anjaneyasana. Exhale, moving back into downward facing dog. Inhale forward and rise up on the inhale into Anjaneyasana. And exhale forward into flat spine. Exhale down into Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Hands overhead and exhale them down to the heart center. Inhale. Exhale the hands down and then inhale them out and up. Exhaling, swan dive forward, hands to the chair, dropping your forehead. Inhale into that flat spine and exhale, left foot back into Anjaneyasana as you inhale, rising up your heart center. Exhale, bringing your right foot back to the left and downward facing dog. And then exhale, bringing the left foot forward and inhaling up into Anjaneyasana. Exhale, bring right foot forward, inhale into that flat spine. Exhale, folding forward into Uttanasana and inhale, reverse swan dive, bringing your hands out and up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. So we're going to do a third round, but we're going to add a little bit of a twist. Take a nice inhale. Exhale the hands down and inhale them out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward, hands to the chair, drop your forehead. Inhale into that flat spine and exhale, take your right foot back. Lift up your heart center in Anjaneyasana. Place your right hand on the chair, left hand on your left hip and twist to the left. Feeling a nice opening of the psoas as we do this. Take a beautiful inhale. Exhale, left hand to the chair. Take your left foot back to join the right in. Downward facing dog. Take a beautiful inhale. Exhale, take your left foot forward, or right foot forward, sorry. Getting confused here. Lift your heart center up. Exhale, place your left hand on the chair, right hand on your right hip, and twist to your right. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, return back to the chair, and move back into downward facing dog. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Inhale, take your left foot forward and swivel your heel down on the back so that it's parallel with the mat behind you. Straighten out your left leg as we move into triangle pose, placing your left hand on the chair, right hand on your hip, and just open up to your right side, feeling a nice stretch of the inside of your left leg, rotating an inner rotation of your thigh so that your sits bone tucks down underneath your hip. Perhaps raise up your arm. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Take an inhale. And then on exhale, turn towards the front of your chair, right hand on the chair, left hand on the chair. Turn your toes forward and let's focus on stretching out the back of this left hamstring by pulling the hips back as we bring our heart center forward. This is a modified version of pyramid pose. Really focus on a nice straight back as you engage in your forward fold. So drawing the heart center forward while you descend. Really focus on the stretch along the back of your left hamstring. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise up, placing your right hand in the center of the chair, left hand to your left hip, and twist to the left. So now we're doing a version of Revolve Triangle. If you want, take your hand out parallel with the floor or even overhead. The choice is yours. I think today I'm choosing parallel so I can stretch out that painful collarbone. Take a nice inhale and exhale, hand down to the chair and move your left foot back to join the right as we go into downward facing dog. Take a beautiful inhale and exhale. Take our right foot forward, swivel our left heel so that our toes are facing the long side of the mat. Front toes are facing the chair. Place our right hand in the center of the chair, left hand to our hip, and open up into triangle pose. If you want to, you can bring your left arm overhead. Take a nice inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Bring your left hand down. Turn your toes slightly forward in the back as we set up for that modified pyramid. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, pull your hips back as you bring your heart center forward. Really stretching out the back of that right leg. Again, still focusing on a nice flat back. See how nice and flat my back is? Go for that form because that's what protects your back. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, rise up. Place your left hand in the center of the chair, right hand to your right hip, and twist to the right in Revolve Triangle. Perhaps take your hand out to the side or overhead according to what you want for your shoulders. Today I'm choosing the version of having my arm parallel to the floor. Take another inhale and then exhale. Turn back to the chair and then let's take that goddess pose from the chair. So you can hang on to the chair. You can place the chair in front of you. You can release from the chair if you want. You can have your hands here, out here, here, overhead. Whatever you do though, really think that you've got like a string that goes through your whole body and the string can pull you down or it can lift you up. Notice my hips stay right in the center. Knees out to the side in alignment with my toes. Take a nice inhale, open up the heart center, draw your shoulders together in the back. Take one more inhale. Exhale fully. Inhale, rise up into star. Place your hands at your hips. And let's bring our feet together. Let's take our chair, place it in the middle of the mat. And we're going to use it for tree pose. So stand to the right of your chair. On the camera, that may look like the left at home. So standing here, bend your right knee with your right foot against your left ankle and twist, turn your knee out to the side. You can have it stay here at the ankle in the center of your calf. You can bring it up even higher if you want to. The choice is yours. And then in tree pose, you can hang on to the chair if you want as you grow your tree, or you can release. Inhale and out, inhale and exhale, exhale. I just lost my concentration laughing at myself. See, happens to yogis all the time. Make sure you grow out of the base, out of your roots, lifting up your belly over your hips. So lifting up the ribs, lifting up the heart center. Take a nice inhale and then exhale. Release from that. Walk to the other side of your chair. Standing nice and tall, bend your left leg and turn your knee out. Bring your foot up against the ankle, around the calf, or if you choose, all the way to the top. And once again, we focus on growing our branches of our tree. So bring up your left hand. If you want to release from the chair, bring up your right hand. Opening up the heart center. Lifting up and out of the hips, lifting up the ribs, lifting up your heart center. Take a nice inhale and exhale, release out of that, and we'll go back and we'll sit down again. So we're going to take this time now to do some seated twists. So take your right leg, crossing it over your left. Take your left arm and place it on the outside of your right knee. And then reach for the back of your chair as you twist to the right. Create extension by inhaling and drawing the crown up. And then on your exhale, you deepen into the twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, facing forward, taking our knee and turning it outward as we cross our left ankle over our right ankle over our left knee, rather. So sit here for just a moment, allowing this hip, given that you sit nice and tall, you're giving it space to start to relax. And you'll know that it's relaxing as this knee starts to turn down a little bit more. I'm going to do a little bit of a block adjustment. I want my blocks together. Okay, so sitting like so, just allowing for that distension of the knee. Take a nice inhale, lifting up your heart center. And then on your exhale, you can start to move forward, drawing the shoulders away from the ears, allowing maximum release of the right side of your right hip. The outside of that hip, really feeling it, stretching, drawing the heart center forward, keeping your spine straight, keeping your heart center lifted as you move forward. Feeling that beautiful stretch along the outside of your right hip, pulling the muscles a little bit away from your lumbar part of your spine, which is a nice reliever of tension in the lower back. It also releases pressure on those nerves. So if you have sciatica, that may originate from there or somewhere along the entire path of the nerve, which can be from the root of your spine all the way down to your ankle, to your heel, actually. You can have sciatic pain if it's compressed anywhere along that pathway. The two most common sites, however, are where the piriformis crosses over and where it comes out of the spine if you have a bulging disc, which is not the most common cause. This will relieve any pain from sciatica. Take the pressure off that nerve. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. And then inhale, rise up. Place that right foot back down. Cross your left leg over your right arm on the outside of your left knee and twist to the right. Take an inhale and exhale more deeply. Twisting. Inhale and exhale, deepen into your twist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, turning forward, holding on to your left knee as you bring up your right ankle or left ankle and allow it to cross over your right knee. See, I keep doing this thing with my ankles. And again, just sitting nice and tall. There goes the cat. Sitting nice and tall, allowing this knee to descend. So you might see that this knee is lower on this side than it was on my other side. My left hip is always more open. So you may find at home you have the same situation. And I just urge you to be patient with the body that you're given. It will open in its own time, given the right conditions. Take a nice inhale, lifting up your heart center. And on your exhale, keep it lifted as you move your heart center forward. Again, feeling a delicious stretch on the outside of this left hip. Continue to inhale and exhale, drawing your shoulders away from the ears, drawing the heart center forward. Feel the change when you do that. Take an inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, rise up. And then on your exhale, release your right foot down. Sit back further in your chair as we sit up now for our final resting and meditation of the day. You can take that Yani Mudra again if you want to, or if you want to, you can just relax your hands down on top of your thighs. Lift your shoulders up on your inhale. On your exhale, purposely bring them back and move your back body towards the back of your chair. I encourage you to close your eyes if that is comfortable for you. And start to inhale and exhale through the nose. As you inhale and exhale, scan your body looking for points where you may be holding tension. Releasing that tension, allowing your shoulders to float down. Releasing all of your muscle energy. Feeling it dissipate away, feeling it descend down. Drawing with it your consciousness. Settle into a point of relaxation. Resist any urge to hold any tension in your fingers or your toes. As you inhale and exhale, let's return our attention back to the root and the sacral chakras. And let's contemplate on the life experience of those who are caretakers, who may struggle with the tug of war between their own personal care needs and those of the people or things around them. And I encourage you to have honesty about your own experience. And then after expressing that honesty, love yourself. Give yourself permission to feel your feels. The struggle is real. And you often make the difficult choices of putting others before you day after day. Take the time to love yourself. Take the time to nurture yourself. Take a beautiful inhale and exhale. Inhale and fully exhale. I want to thank you for spending this time with me this morning. I want to thank you for caring for yourself. You may sit in this stillness for as long as you desire, but I'm going to wrap up our class. Take this time right now to reach across and give yourself a big hug. And release that. Inhale the hands out and up. And exhale them out and down. Inhale them out and up. Exhale them out and down. And inhale the hands out and up again. Exhaling them down to the midline and releasing them to your lap. Bring your hands to heart center. The light in me sees the light in you. The yogi in me honors the yogi in you. Namaste. Have a beautiful Wednesday.